Of course, in the news also was the investigation we are conducting on obstruction of justice, what happened in the Senate. And in that light, sumagot na po si former Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano. Mr. Aplaska asked for an extension, so we granted him an extension to file his counter affidavit. But surprisingly, one person has chosen to ignore the Ombudsman's order. That's Senator Robin Padilla. Maybe he will just adopt the arguments of the persons who are charged with him. That's the best he can do. Ayan. So far, things are moving smoothly, and we're here every day. Alam niyo naman, you can sense it naman when action is going on here. And we're here every day to make decisions about the cases we have to file and the decisions we have to make regarding different intricacies of different cases. Okay? So that starts the ball rolling.
Before we go to other matters, we'll stick to what you already announced. So when you say si Senator Padilla ignored the...
Well, he has not filed anything. He has not responded. He has not said anything about the cases that the summons given to him.
And the deadline has passed for the three of them.
Deadline has passed. I don't know. He chooses to ignore the ombudsman, then so be it.
Okay. And that means for him, wala siyang side, di ba? I mean...
Wala siyang defense.
So can you resolve the obstruction complaint individually in the sense na one will go ahead of the other, or dapat tatlo sila?
Well, they're given a chance to deny or to dispute or to reason out, but he can choose to waive everything. Looks like he has chosen to waive it. I don't know if he's being given any legal advice.
Sir, last for my part on this point. APC deadline was, he submitted yesterday, sir, no? 16. Ano ba? 16. Yes, 17.
Basta on time. He submitted on time. Yes.
So, ibig sabihin, sir, nun, is that submitted for resolution, or do we have to wait for General Aplaska's?
We will wait for General Aplaska.
Before you declare.
Which is
ilang days po yung hiningi niya? 5?
July 8 yung order sa kanya, 10 days, 18 for another 10 days. 23 ba? So, 23rd.
So, July 20, filing, if ever
Next
there is.
Wednesday.
23rd.
Or Thursday.
So, ang filing, if ever, qualifier, if ever may filing,
if ever,
kailan,
yes.
sir, mangyayari yan?
Well, pag-joint ng issues and we are able to come up with the resolution.
How many days would you need?
I cannot say, but we'll do our job.
Okay, sir. Yan po muna.
Sir, baka lang po may info rin kayo. Ano po yung gist or yung laman nung naging counter po ni Senator Alan Cayetano?
I haven't read it. I do not micromanage the cases here. We just want them to answer. Gusto namin sumagot lang sila. At hindi ko rin sila, hindi ko style na pilitin yung tao na, I trust everybody's legal skill and judgment in this office, unless proven otherwise, unless the trust is broken. But I trust the people here.
Sir, what will happen po kung hindi na po makapag-submit si Senator Robin kapag nagpasa po yung deadline?
Well, we will decide. The resolution will be done without this counter affidavit. Choice niya yan eh.
Advance na natin. Kasi kung halimbawa magpa-file kayo kay APC, baka sabihin na naman, you expected response. Baka mamaya, this is all part of the, word ko yun, attack against the minority.
No such thing. Remember, the people in jail now, many of them were our allies from the very beginning. That's the way it is. Lahat naman tinatamaan dito eh. Wala namang sinisino to eh.
Sir, going back lang dun sa mga contractor, you mentioned po yung kina Jojo Ang and other...
Angeles, Garjola.
Angeles and Garjola.
Meron pa isa. I think Dong Gonzales cases will come out already. Meron na, no? Dong
Sir,
Gonzales,
anong
from Pampanga.
May particular project po bang tinignan or in general view la them being as contractors?
Conflict of interest. Section 3H of Republic Act 3019 is very clear on conflict of interest. It's just that for the longest time, people took it for granted that they do it because they can. But di na dapat pwede yan eh. Some legislators kasi, ang galing ako dyan eh, no? Look at it as an entitlement now. Yung panahon namin kasi hindi ganyan eh. Nung panahon namin, it was very simple. Your district gets 60 million in projects or 70 million in projects. Then you have 5 million soft for scholarships, 5 million for medical assistance. That's it. Ngayon kasi naging entitlement na. And there are rules that the government has set in the spending of public funds. Dapat yan sa paggastos ng salapi ng gobyerno, dapat mayroong mga patakaran tayong sinusunod. Ang example dyan, ang mga proyekto na dapat lumalatag sa infrastructure, karamihan yan, kadalasan, dapat yan dumaan yan sa RDC, Regional Development Council. Pinag-aaralan yan. Ginawa ko yan nung ako'y congressman. Hanggang ngayon, ginagawa pa yung project na na-propose ko noong 2007. It's 2026. I proposed the project in 2007. It's still being carried out up to now. Siguro may kulang pa yun na 4 na tulay at mga 3 kilometro pang kalye. Ano yan eh? Ito yung East-West Road from Silang, Cavite to Nasugbu, Batangas. I was the one who made the study on that. Dapat talaga yun ang trabaho ng congressman. Hindi pwede sabihin mo, basta bibigyan namin kayo ng project title, dapat bigyan niyo yung perang to. Nagiging gano'n na kasi yung lakaran. Hindi na pwede yan. There's no entitlement. And ang naka-complicate pa nito, may mga mahirap sabihin, pero sabihin na natin, no? Contractors na naging congressman and decided to control show in the House. Yun ang pinakamasakit dyan. Parang as if conflict of interest didn't exist. As if Republic Act 3019 didn't exist. So, it's going to be difficult for anybody who rules this country to put sense unless something is done about conflict of interest. Kasi mali talaga eh, di ba? Mali eh. Ano, naging congressman ka para makakuha ka ng project, para yumaman ka? Mahalay, di ba? Di ba mahalay, Joseph? Huh?
I reserve my judgment.
So it's okay with you? No.
I have no opinion there, but it's yours.
Oh. Pero mahalay eh. I mean, if some people think it's okay, and then you belong to that group who thinks it's okay. But for those who want decency in our society, na maging decente naman ang lahat, hindi na dapat ginagawa yan. Di ba? Yun nga, yung kaya naging contractor, ang tawag. Eh, masakit yan kasi naging congressman din ako, yung may nakakong congressman. Siyempre, sa pinanggalingan ko, masakit sa akin yan, ginagawa ko to. Pero kailangan kong gawin to para tumigil na. Eh, kailan sila titigil? Pag ubos na pera ng salapi ng Pilipinas. Diba? Naku, sabihin nila, palagyan natin ng tulay. Yung lugar na yan. Sir, walang ilog. Hindi, maghukay kayo ng ilog. Ganun na lang ba ngayon? Diba? Hindi na dapat ganun eh. It's preposterous already. Na i-dictate mo, ganito gastusin ng pera ng bayan.
Sir, speaking of congressman, may update na rin po ba kay Martin Romualdez? And I know na dinidinig na rin po ng mga mahistrado ng Sandigan Bayan yung inyong motion po to discharge former Secretary Bonoan. But what will happen if
We're very close
in
to
case
it.
po na hindi ma-approve yung motion?
We're very close to filing the plunder charges, but we still have to cross the T's and dot some I's and probably put periods in sentences. Yun na lang, ganun kalapit na yan. That's why I didn't deliberately talk about that. Pero the cases are just about ready for preliminary investigation. Mamaya paliliwanag din ko yung concept ng preliminary investigation kung bakit kinakailangan. Kasi marami hindi nakakaunawa, but naimbestigan nyo na, meron na naman PI. Ganun po talaga ang lipunan na may sistema ng batas na pinangangalagaan ng karapatan ng bawat isang nasasakdal. Kaya meron tayong preliminary investigation para to protect the rights of people who may be accused of any crime. But we can explain it better later.
But sir, will it still stand without Secretary Bonoan testifying?
Ano yan alam mo, when it comes to a case like that, it's not as simple as you want it to be. You're talking about layers and layers of lawyers, people who will defend up to and go to any extent to defend their client. So hindi ganun kadali. Pero we've been managing to thread the needle, so to speak. Kasi para ka dumadaan sa butas ng karayom, pag pinag-aaralan mo, yung taong marunong na at maraming pera at marurunong ang abogado. Sinasabi ko na, from the first day that I took office here, ang kalaban namin dito, the people who have the best lawyers money can buy. Yun ang kalaban namin dito. Kaya marami naiinip. Pero we go to work every day precisely because of that. Dapat deliberate, dapat merong kayong mga binabantayan na mga bagay para pag nabuo yung kaso at final ay hindi siya basta-bastang mawawasak ng Defense Council. Ano ito it's not easy. At siyempre, in our mind also, how the courts will accept what we do and what we file. And the record speaks for itself naman ang record ng Sandigan Bayan. That's why I'm asking everybody to watch our courts. Bantayan natin ang courts. Because kami, we're putting on our best face to put flesh into the cases. Sana, the courts will also do their part in dispensing justice in this country. Justisya ang pinag-uusapan dito.